Welcome back to Mornings on 2. The time now is 8:31. There are now plans to put up hundreds more crosses at a controversial Bay Area War Memorial. KTVU's Jade Hernandez joins us live from Lafayette with the story. Good morning, Jade.
Well, good morning, Ross. This hillside is already covered with more than 4,000 crosses. Now, each cross marks the death of a soldier in Iraq, but it will soon have an additional 600 crosses on it, this time representing soldiers, men and women who have died in Afghanistan. And joining us this morning is Jeff Heaton, the co-founder and artist behind this movement. Jeff, thank you for joining us this morning. Now, tell us why it's important to put the additional 600 crosses out on this hillside.
Well, over the last number of months, we've had some of the families who have lost a loved one in Afghanistan approach us and say that they wanted to decorate a cross for their loved one that they've lost. And so it got us thinking that really to a lot of people, the hillside not only represents the soldiers who have died in Iraq, but also Afghanistan. And so we thought it was important to add them as well.
Add them, but you've also had to make some changes as well, and you brought one of the crosses that will soon be placed on the hillside. Talk about the changes that the fire department is making you add.
Well, the fire department wanted us to put up, if we're going to add additional crosses, they wanted us to make them fireproof. So we took we're building a styrofoam core and putting stucco over it and doing it that way. So we're going to be building about 600 crosses. Initially, we'll build about 300 and put them up on one day.
Okay. And Jeff, tell me, I know that there are so many people who have been inspired by this hillside. When will you decide that enough is enough?
Well, we're going to continue to put up crosses as long as our soldiers are dying in Iraq and now Afghanistan. And that's just what we're going to continue to do. After that, it's hard to say what will happen.
Thank you so much, Jeff Heaton, who joins us this morning, the co-founder and artist behind this movement. Now, this morning, we also spoke to the property owner and to a man who was inspired by this hillside of crosses to actually clean up Lafayette. Let's listen.
I remember that in 1969, when my friend and I and some others that I grew up with here in the city wore a uniform, there were people that saved me. And so I thought, well, in honor of those people today, I'll pick up a cigarette butt. Every time I see a cigarette butt, my normal hike, I'll pick up a cigarette butt and be done with it. That'll be my memorial service.
It's my hillside. I feel that every one of those deaths is part of my family.
Now, we are live in Lafayette, and there is a sign that says, in memory of our troops, 4,122. That just marks the number of soldiers who have died in Iraq. It does not include the 600 crosses that will soon be put up on the hillside. But we understand from Jeff, the co-founder and artist, that there may be some way that he thinks that he can differentiate the difference between the crosses for those soldiers in Afghanistan and Iraq. He says he will soon try to figure out how to do that right here on this hillside. Reporting live in Lafayette, Jade Hernandez, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
All right. Thank you.